Here we are, guys. We're down at Haste Hill at the moment. It looks all very festive, but this is the week before Easter's. So we're getting ready for the Easter Expresses, and this is going to be the aptly named Exeter and David station. So anybody who booked to come on our Easter Express trains will get an Easter egg and a train ride, and this is where all the fun will happen when we get here. So you can see Andy in the background there doing some decorating, and we've got the train down here to set everything up and make sure everything's all right. Just to make sure that everything's prepped and ready to go into the next weekend. So next Easter Sunday and Monday, 21st and 22nd of April, we'll be doing our Easter Expresses, and I'll walk around and get some more shots of the setup procedure. And here we have a member, Andy, who's putting the nice finishing touches to the bars on the coaches. Some nice daffodils wrapped round. Gives the train a nice summery feel. Hopefully next week the weather will be alright. I won't have too much rain, but or no rain at all, hopefully. But yeah, some little touches like these that are the nice to have and make everything look lovely and floral. Andy's there busy doing the windows as well. We've cleaned the train this morning before it brought it down to make it look nice and bright and clean. Interestingly, operationally wise, we're at Haste Hill. The train you see is in the platform road, and the loop line, which is just in the foreground in front of us, is where the service train will pass. Normally trains don't stop here and they just go backwards and forwards through, but for Easter's, the Easter train will sit in the platform, and the points will be changed by our staff to let the normal service train past and back again before the Easter train goes back, and that allows us to have departures in between trains. So people who have booked on it will get the Easter ride, and then obviously people who haven't booked on it and just want to come for a normal ride, pay the normal fares and get a ride on the service train. But all the service trains will pass here on this track nearest to the camera. So I'm sat here with Matthew Streeton, who's the organiser of the event, and he's done it for the last few years. So Matt, can you tell us how long the event's been running? I mean, it's been going for quite a long time. How long have you done it for?
So the railways run the Easter Express since the early 90s, maybe even earlier than that, on and off. But I've only been sort of heavily involved with sort of leading and organising the event since 2007.
And so you've been doing it since 2007. Obviously there's a lot of work goes into this. What sort of things are you doing today and setting out? What have you been working on to get the event ready for next week?
So what we've been doing today is basically setting up the more the infrastructure at the station. So putting out all the bunting, putting up the signs, putting the flowers out, basically sort of anything that sort of requires that is a bit sort of time consuming. So that on the day when we arrive sort of about 7 AM. We can just come along with the train and set up all the stuff that can't remain out overnight. You know, gazebos, bring all the eggs out, etc.
So 7 o'clock seems quite an early start. Is that comparable with other events like at Christmas?
Well, 7 o'clock in terms of special events here at the railway is actually quite a late start. With the Santas, there's a few of us who get down here around about 5 in the morning, and for Christmas we don't leave until sort of 9, 10 o'clock in the evening. For the Easters, it's a much more sociable time to finish. We'll probably be gone from here about 7 p.m. but still 12 hours on site. Still a long day.
And I noticed that we don't do Easter every year. Why do you alternate it? Do you know, is that the reason for that?
So the reason that we don't run Easter every year, it depends on when Easter falls. So last year in 2018, Easter was, I believe it was the end of March. And the reason we don't do it when it's earlier in the year, it is purely because of the weather. So running here at Haste Hill is very open to the elements. And of course it could still rain at any time of the year, but the risk is higher sort of the earlier it is.
So obviously we need people to run this event. How many staff do you have a day normally?
So here at Exeter St David's, there's about 4 of us. So we'll have the Easter Bunny, we'll have 2 people helping out to actually give out the eggs, and then a 4th person who will break the points so that the service train can run in the wrong direction on the loop line, and also just control the technical bits such as the bubble machines, music, stocking up the eggs for the baskets as they move down the train. So 4 at the actual event.
And we obviously have people to run the train, so that's, I gather, was another 10 or so people, is it?
That's right, yeah. So we'll probably have 2 ticket officers, 2 platform assistants, and then we're probably about 4 train crew, plus a duty manager. So on site, we'll probably easily have about 15 people, perhaps.
So it all sounds like there's quite a lot to do on this, even for a small event like this. When did you actually start planning this event?
Yeah, so even though it is quite a small event, it still requires a lot of manpower. For the Easters, we start planning the event sort of not long after Christmas. So sort of like mid-January, we start looking around and get the eggs in quite nice and early, so that we're all prepared and we know we're all stocked up and ready to go for Easter.
Well, Matthew, thanks for your time. I hope that everybody comes down will enjoy it, and most of all, we hope the weather's good.
Thank you.
So, thank you.